Do you know what is truly wild? Japan has more millionaires per capita than almost any nation on Earth. But you'd never know it. No gold-wrapped Lamborghinis, no flexing on the timeline, and no Instagram posts showing off the bag. Just quiet, invisible wealth which has been built for generations. Meanwhile, back in the West, we're constantly redlining. Stressed about money, working harder, making decent bank, but somehow always ending the month at zero. Living paycheck to paycheck despite doing everything right. Here is the core difference. Japanese culture hides wealth to build it silently. Western culture shows wealth and stays broke. Same planet, completely different philosophies and wildly different results. Here's what blows my mind always. These aren't gate-kept secrets. They are simple and daily rituals anyone can start today. No luck required. No stress involved. Just 9 practices that help Japan rebuild from literal ashes into a global economic powerhouse. Stick around, because I'm breaking down all 9 practices, and the last one? It completely rewired how I view my entire future. If you're tired of the loud broke cycle, hit subscribe and comment quiet wealth. If you're ready to start small today, drop Kaizen in the chat. Now, let's look at the first habit that changed my relationship with money forever. Number 1. Kakeibo. The Mindful Money Journal. This isn't just a budget. It's been a household staple since 1904. Basically, it's a financial ledger where you write down every single expense by hand. Yeah, I know. There's an app for that. But here's the reality. There is a psychological hit to writing it down that a digital notification can't touch. Most Americans and Brits have no clue where their money actually goes. Ask them where the paycheck went and you get, "I don't know, it just vanished." It vanished into black holes like untracked subscriptions, small impulse buys, and DoorDash fees that cost more than the rent. Kakeibo forces you to look truth in the eye. You categorize every cent into 4 buckets. Survival, for rent and groceries. Optional, for that streaming service you haven't opened in months. Culture, for books and experiences. Extra, for why did I buy this category? Studies show that people who handwrite their expenses spend 15 to 20% less automatically. Not because they're starving themselves, but because they are aware. There's an ancient proverb which says, "The palest ink is better than the sharpest memory." When you write it, you see it. When you see it, you can't unsee it. That is the moment the pattern breaks. Number 2. Matanai. The Art of No Waste. Let's talk about leaks. In the West, we waste 30 to 40% of the food we buy. Think about that. You trade your life force for a paycheck, buy groceries with that money, and then throw half of it in the trash. That's not a food problem. That's a wealth leak. Then there's fast fashion. Wear it twice, toss it. Something breaks? We think it's cheap and say, "I'll just buy a new one." This disposable mentality is a silent thief. The Japanese have a word for the regret we should feel. Matanai. It means respect for resources. Every grain of rice has a soul. Wasting an item is disrespecting the work it took to earn it. Nobel Prize winner Wangari Maathai popularized this globally. Because it's the spirit of sustainability. Here is the wealth math. That $10 meal you let go bad? That is $10 burned. That $60 shirt with the tags still on? That is $60 stolen from your future. Add it up. Most people are throwing hundreds of dollars into the bin every month. The Japanese approach is different. Buy quality and use it completely. Maintenance over replacement. Always choose creativity over consumption. Number 3. Kaizen. Small daily improvements. This is where we get it wrong. We want the overnight success. We want the dramatic New Year New Me transformation that dies by January 15th. The Japanese rebuilt their entire economy from literal rubble, using Kaizen. Not with massive leaps, but with tiny 1% improvements daily, forever. This is what made Toyota a titan. The math is undeniable. If you get 1% better daily, you are 37 times better by next year. But if you get 1% worse, you're nearly at zero. Applied to your wallet, it's simple. Save $5 more today than yesterday. Cut one tiny subscription. Automate one small task. That's it. Sustainable, tiny, and unstoppable. Number 4. Ikigai. Purpose-driven work. Why are we broke, despite working 45 hours a week? Because most people hate their jobs. And when you hate your work, you spend money to medicate the pain. Retail therapy, expensive getaways to escape a life you don't like, and stress eating, it stems from coping. The golden handcuffs get tighter, because your lifestyle requires the high-stress income to survive the high-stress job. Ikigai is the intersection of what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can get paid for. In Okinawa, they don't even have a word for retirement. Why? Because you don't retire from your purpose. When you love your Monday, you don't need to spend $500 on a Friday to forget it. Fulfillment is the ultimate cost-saving strategy. Number 5. Wabi-sabi. Embracing imperfection. Social media has us chasing a perfect life that doesn't exist. We renovate houses that are fine, and upgrade cars that run perfectly, just to keep up with an algorithm. Wabi-sabi finds beauty in the aged, the cracked, and the used. That scratch on your floor? That's a memory. That older car? That's a reliable partner. When you stop chasing flawless, you stop hemorrhaging money. Contentment is a massive competitive advantage in a world designed to make you feel not enough. Number 6. Hara Hachibu. The 80% rule. We eat until we're stuffed and spend a fortune doing it, only to create health problems that cost even more later. In Okinawa, they eat until they are 80% full. This 20% gap is where health lives, and it's where wealth lives too. Apply this to your budget. Don't spend 100% of what you make. Leave on 80%. Save 20%. That 20% gap, maintained over time, is the difference between a crisis and a legacy. Number 7. Gamen. Endurance and self-discipline. We live in a buy now and pay later world. Instant gratification is the default. Gamen is the ability to sit with discomfort with dignity. It's the 30-day rule. Want that new tech? Wait 30 days. Most needs turn out to be impulses that evaporate within a week. If you can master the ability to wait, you can master your fortune. Instant gratification is expensive. Delayed gratification compounds. Number 8. Kintsukuroi. Repair with gold. We are a toss-it culture. Kintsukuroi is the art of fixing broken pottery with gold lacquer, making the repair a part of the beauty. Apply this to your life. Repair your shoes. Fix your laptop. Patch your favorite jacket. Maintenance is 90% cheaper than replacement. A repaired item has a story, while a new item just has a price tag. Stop the replacement treadmill and watch your savings account swell. Number 9. Shogunai. Acceptance of what cannot be changed. This is the big one. We burn so much mental energy and money, stressing over inflation, the economy, or the head start other people had. Shogunai means, it cannot be helped. It's not giving up, it's being smart. Release the stress of what you can't control. Pour that energy into what you can actually control: your habits, your Kakeibo journal, and your 1% daily growth. Stop comparing your Chapter 1 to someone else's Chapter 20. Their inheritance? Shogunai. Your discipline? Controllable. Focus on the space where you have power, and the wealth will follow. The quiet ascent? 9 habits. 1 path. Quiet wealth. You don't need to do all 9 tonight. That's the Western way, and it leads to burnout. Pick one. Buy a notebook. Audit your waste. Save $1. Master one. Then add the next. Comment below with the number of the habit you're starting this week. If this changed your perspective, hit the subscribe button. This is the Affluent Strategist. Let's build your legacy, one quiet habit at a time. See you in the next video.